Guys, Parth here, and today's video let's talk about Amazon Fire TV Stick. And I am using this device for some time right now, so I am experiencing some good things and some bad things about this device. So let's talk about this in brief. This Amazon Fire TV Stick comes with the 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal, so it also comes with the dedicated voice remote. So guys, this is how the interfaces looks like. We have different tabs, movies, TVs, apps and settings. Here in the settings you can set up your equipment, and you can configure your Fire TV Stick and other just like this. You can set up your Fire TV Stick, and if you want to add the new remote, then you can add while setting up the device. And if you go to the My Fire TV, then the about developer options and developer settings, and these settings you have to turn on from the to load the apps from the another browser. And if you want to uh, side load the app, then you have to open on this settings, right? So that's the thing about. If you go to the about, then we have actually I have the new update, so I will be updated to a later. And out of the internal storage, as you can see, out of 8 GB, currently 4.33 GB is available, but on the first boot around this 6 GB I think is available. Another was uh, storage was occupied by the system and the pre-installed apps like Amazon Prime Video and the YouTube, etc. I have you have to bring one thing to note, that you have to bring the uh, subscription of Amazon Prime Video if you want to watch Amazon Prime content. So that's one thing you have to note. And regarding the interface is very smooth, as you can see, no issues whatsoever, although it depends on your internet connection, guys. If so you have if and by the by the way, I am using it on the mobile data, if you uh, want to know that. So let's see the Realme X2. This is connected via my mobile device. So here you can, and while setting up, when you first if you use if you use the same Wi-Fi network, then while booting up every time, you don't have to enter the password and other things manually. It will You have to just on the your Wi-Fi router and mobile. If you want if you use a mobile data, then you have to only turn on your hotspot, so it will automatically detect your hotspot and connect via it. So that's a nice addition, I have to say. And regarding settings, yes, regarding the uh, remote, we have a voice control, so I like this voice control very much. Let's test this. Open Hotstar.
Here's Hotstar.
As you can see, guys, voice is working very good. Voice assistant, as you can see, it is very good. And you can have all your by the way, I have a account for the Hotstar VIP, so that's one thing you have to note, right? So that's the interface of Hotstar itself, and you can have different channels, or this is news and stuff if you want. गंतव्य की तरफ हम आपको आगे की ओर तस्वीर दिखाते हैं जहां से वो as well. Let's go back to the main menu. And yes, regarding the side loading of apps, you can side load the apps by using this app called Downloader. You can just enter the website by manually, or you can browse it by going to this browser, right? So I found this app very useful. In the Google, you can type anything like Amazon Prime membership or anything, I would say. So it is good. And, this is a pre-installed browser, Amazon Silk, but you can install another browser like Chrome and etc. Yes, File Explorer is there, MX Player TV, lots of other apps are there. So that's it from the interface. Let's get back to the video, right? So guys, now you have idea about the Fire TV stick. So what is thing that is good on this one, and what are the things that I did not like. So guys, now you have idea about the what are the things that good on this Fire TV stick, and what are the things that I did not like about this, right? So let's start with the positives first. And the first thing is that this Fire TV sticks come with the dedicated voice remote, and that really helps, while searching the specific apps and specific shows, and even while if you want to put the TV in the sleep mode, then it works, and it works really well. I would say 99% of time it works. So it is a very good thing. Big thumbs up from me. Another thing that I like very much about this Fire TV stick is the user interface. Yes, you might be thinking that how is the user interface and how it will be difficult to know about how to operate this Fire TV stick, but it is good and it is very easy. You have to just set up the device, and you have a option straightforward to you. Another thing that I like about this Fire TV stick is the data that it consumes. And I was also worried while I was first time purchasing this device, because I thought that it will consume more data, but it is not consuming that much data. If you are using it on mobile, you can use it while around 3 to 4 hours per day easily. If you don't go bonkers with it, then you can easily last with your mobile data around 3 to 4 hours per day. But if you have a Wi-Fi connection, then it would be very good for to operate this Fire TV stick. And it is very good giving experience with mobile data as well. So that's one thing you have to note. Another thing that I like about this Fire TV stick, is that it is allowed you to sideload the apps from the various websites apart from the Amazon App Store. Yes, Amazon App Store has a very good some of the very good apps, but then again you will require to improve the functionality of the Fire TV stick another apps. So that option is given. You have to turn on the option which I have said in the earlier part of the video. So it is very good option to have a functionality of the side loading the apps, which will be very useful for them. Now moving to the things that I did not like, and the first thing is that this Fire TV stick comes with a 1080p resolution. So if you are planning to watch in the 4K, yes, 4K version of this Fire TV stick is also available. It is also available on Amazon, but it is slightly more expensive. And to be frank guys, it is not recommend to the buy 4K version of this Fire TV stick unless until you are a very heavy user and you use a lot of Wi-Fi. So I would recommend to go with the 1080p resolution. With the 1080p resolution, it is a very good Fire TV stick and gives a very good picture quality. So yes, it is a one kind of con, but not a deal breaker, I would say. So it is one kind of con from my side. Another con is that I have talked about the Alexa assistant in the previous part of the video. It is good, it is working, but do note that it is not working for all the apps. Like if you download the apps from the third party source, then it will be not work for it will not work for that app, right? It will work for YouTube and some of the major apps like Hotstar, YouTube, and the basic functionality like if you want to go to settings, then you can use the voice assistant. So that functionality is there, but then again it is not useful for every app and everything. So that thing you have to note. And sometime for the searching you have to use the numeric keypad which is available on the screen. Then it is very painful, especially while setting up this device. So this is one of the con that I have noticed. Now what is my opinion about this Fire TV stick? I would say this is a very good Fire TV stick. If you want to watch a lot of movies and TV shows, but you are sort of bored of your cable connection and other service providers, right? And right now it is very costly in India, especially the after the new tri rules. Their cable connection is very costly. So if you have Wi-Fi connection and use a lot of Wi-Fi data for watching movies and TV, so then it is a very good option. You can purchase the Hotstar VIP or premium subscription and other 2 or 3 subscription, and you are good to go. So it is very good device, but then again this is not a replacement of a Fire TV Stick. This does not come with the Google Play Store, so each and every app will be not supported on this one. Like Jio TV and the Airtel TV, some of the apps like this will not support on this Fire TV Stick. I have manually downloaded and tries to install, but it will not work on your Fire TV Stick. So remember this thing. This is not a replacement of your smart TV or Android TV. Yes, it can replace your non-smart TV and non-smart LED TV to a certain extent, but it is not that much powerful or functional that it can make your non-smart TV to the Android TV. Do note that thing. If you can use, you can't play game on this one. Although there are some games, but you can't play games on this one because the internal storage is just 8 GB and the GPU and CPU is not powerful on that much. So guys, that's it from this video, and if you are interested, then buy the Amazon Fire TV Stick. It is very good. I am currently using it and my experience was wonderful. For that I am using on it mobile data and it is very good. Thanks guys for watching, and do subscribe this channel for more informative videos like